You may have seen me riding on the northern side of Mauna Loa Volcano in this bleak landscape, and today I ride up the southern side, nice and green and beautiful, and it was a surprise to even me. Keep on riding, keep on riding. You may have seen me riding around the island before, going up on the volcanoes. I've gone up 3 times now, up on Mauna Kea. It's beautiful up there. Nice curvy road that circles all the way up. I've even been on the north side of Mauna Loa before. It's a little short road, doesn't take you all the way up to the summit. This time, today, I go up past Kilauea and up this road that goes about halfway up to the summit. You can't get to the summit in a vehicle, motorcycle or else, because it ends right up here. And I sat up here and took some pictures, and that's what you see today. I didn't realize it till just now, but I'm on the side of Mauna Loa, the largest active volcano on Earth, looking down at Kilauea, who is actually erupting right now. You can see all the smoke and the gas coming out of the crater. I didn't realize what that was until I started looking down. I was like, wow, that looks like a forest fire. Looks like the woods are on fire. And then I was like, that's a long ways away, and that's a lot of smoke, and that's Kilauea. So anyway, yeah, I'm at the Mauna Loa Lookout, 6,600 feet up, and not a typical lookout. If you watch some of my previous videos out west or in the south, you've seen lookouts and towers, and they're looking for forest fires. And I guess that's what made me think. I was like, oh yeah, I saw some signs coming up that said road closed, dry conditions. So apparently they close this section of road here coming up to this lookout when it's not raining and it's very dry, and they don't want to burn this place to the ground. So but all that kind of came together. I was like, oh yeah, that's a fire. It's actually burning, and it's raining right now. It's spitting. It's not really rain, but kind of interesting that you can actually see the freaking volcano from here, and it looks so small. That place is huge. That's like, I don't know, 300-400 acres around the crater. That's actually the crater of Kilauea. That's the big vent that collapsed back in 2018 and sent lava out in those fissures, and broke across the island. All the destruction was down the hill when that crater collapsed, and this crater still collapsed. It's filling up gradually. All the water that was there is gone. Anyway, lots to talk about. I'm going to give you a tour on the way down. Some of the amazing scenery and the foliage around here, and you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. It's a pretty day on this side of the island, and by pretty I mean it's not pouring down rain. I felt pretty foolish when I realized that the small forest fire that I thought I saw down below was actually Kilauea and the main vent pumping out thousands of tons of sulfur dioxide every day. And that's basically what you're seeing, all the gases escaping from the volcano. It's just amazing how massive Mauna Loa is compared to Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea is huge. It's just immense volcano, but Mauna Loa takes up like a third of the island, and on the slope of Mauna Loa is that crazy volcano that went off in 2018 that spilt a little bit of lava on one side of the island, but it's just nothing in comparison to Mauna Loa. And Mauna Loa is active. Not a lot of people realize that. It's spitting and spewing. It's just not covering the side of the mountain with lava, so nobody really thinks about it as active. But there's 2 active volcanoes. After I got tired of videotaping a I put it in gear and rolled a few hundred feet before I put it in neutral and turned off the engine and rolled to the bottom, almost to the bottom, at least back to the main road, Highway 11, one of the belt roads that takes us around the volcano. And it looks like I'm going really fast here, but I'm just coasting. It is in neutral, the engine is off. This is what I like to do. Sometimes it's a bit difficult when you have flat spots, but even though this looks flat, it's not really flat. It's a whole lot flatter and less steep than Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea is just scary how fast you can get going on this. I think probably I got up to about 45 here. So it's just a good constant downhill back to the main road, almost to the main road, almost made it back. There's a little bit of hill just before you get to Highway 11. And I ran out of steam there. But this is basically just me coasting downhill. Had to put on the brakes several times. Lots of cars coming up the hill. The road's kind of rough in this section. There's a couple of gravel sections even. But just shocking how much foliage and how green this space is going up, going down the hill, the mountain. And I think it's really, truly worth a visit if you get up this way. Lots of hiking trails, lots of places to get out and explore nature. And I believe this is all national park here, although you don't have to pay a fee to get into this side. This is all Volcanoes National Park, I believe. At least that's the way it is on the map. A little bit of a rough road. If you got a car, no problem coming up here. If you've got a motorcycle, maybe just be careful. Just go slow. Don't go as fast as I'm going. You'll miss something. Lots of places to pull off. Lots of places to camp. I passed 4 ladies here on the shoulder here having a little picnic, and obviously a couple cars. One car was coming around in my lane. This is basically a 1.5 lane road here, but lots of scenic stuff all the way down to the bottom, and it was a joy to come up here. It's one of those little hidden gems on the south side of the island.